Manchester United can almost taste it.
Hello,
they don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Manchester United come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Foden. And it's Fernandes. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! Goal! Manchester United! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still can't get carried away.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Jimenez. Valverde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's looking wide. He's going for goal! Smashing save, really good save that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Manchester United have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Hazard. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Fagioli. Now it's Retegui. Now it's Foden. Valverde receives it in a good position here. Fagioli. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Drives it in. And he's taking no chances there. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, important interception. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Valverde. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Van Dijk. And Caicedo. And it's Fagioli. Valverde. And this is Messi. Great ball if he can get there. It's Hazard! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. You don't keep those outs. He knew He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Robertson. There will be a throw-in. Valverde. Now it's Retegi. Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. For Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Retegi. Nice physical challenge. Mbappe! And this is Hazard. Shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Fernandes. Messi has a shot! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Fernandes. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Hazard. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Robertson. Caicedo. And it's Fernandes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Hazard. Messi. Oh, shooting chance! And we've reached half-time. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
And please welcome our
Manchester United absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Manchester United have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway. And that is as far as they're going to go. The less said about that pass, the better. Robertson. And Fagioli. Tries to play it through. Camavinga. Takes on his marker. Out towards the flank. He is just caressing the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Valverde. Oh, there's a probing ball. Retegi stood his ground strongly. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Off the post! Robertson. Look at the space here. He's gone for goal! Fantastic from Fernandes! A finish right from the top draw. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's become a case of men against boys. Now, can they get him away? Good ball over the top. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi! Sticks it away! And there is his 30th goal.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Manchester United, after 62 minutes, is number 17, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Caicedo. Fagioli. Camavinga. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but...
Chance! They've got to be quick to it. And another try! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Caicedo. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Fernandes. Caicedo. And it's Fernandes. He's had a shot! And he's missed it. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Messi. Great ball, and he's in. He's having a shot! He's scored! Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Manchester United.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for it.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Caicedo. That has been slung wide. Milan can breathe again, just. Oh, there's the shot! Valverde. Oh, super ball! Camavinga. And a chance! And it's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Manchester United, after 82 minutes, is number 22, Eduardo Camavinga. Eduardo Camavinga.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander... Oh, what a climb! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 84 minutes is...
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Stood up well to him there. Fagioli. Robertson. And that is out of play. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Caicedo gets a foot in here. And this is Messi. Caicedo. Camavinga.
There
And
will
it's
be
Van
5
Dijk.
minutes added time.
It's run loose here. Oh, well played, well played. 5 minutes to add. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Van Dijk. And time is up. Manchester United have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern...
And he shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Yamal. Rodri. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Morata. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Morata. And that has sent him sprawling. Tries to pass it through. Dani Olmo, Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Tries to cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Stood up well to him there. Kubasi. And it's Rodri. Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Grimaldo, still goalless. Spread it left. Pedri! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's their second corner of the game. Crossbar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Morata could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Grimaldo. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Morata was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking here to chip it through. He's picked his way through. He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Rodri. That pass isn't the best. Williams. And they're quick to get it back. That's a throw. That's an imaginative pass. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Morata. Pedro Porro knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Hit into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Morata. Well, that has not gone well. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is good alertness. One ball by the goalkeeper. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Yamal. Morata. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Pedri. Great vision. And he's heaved it away. It's played through for him. Pass is just off target. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Looking to play him in. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. Yamal. And it tries a shot! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Spain have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Great chance! We've got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Spain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
It's Morata! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Looking for options for movement. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Almost an hour gone. Can he get on the end of this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Raya clears and claimed it back swiftly.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's been slipped through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good take in a good area. He's free, he has got... And a shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Spain take the lead. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's gone loose. Pressing's in. Yamal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. No way through. Now it's Morata. Well timed, excellent interception. He's beaten the last man. He's through, it's one-on-one. He's had a shot. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Williams! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super find.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo is onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but...
Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Threads one in, played into space out wide, and he's being shifted off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Williams. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass. It's Morata! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Now, can they get him away? Morata! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Yamal, played into the box. Nice interception, well timed. That's a sharp pass. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz aims beyond the defence. And that's it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Perez. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for options for movement. Cleared away. Well, they can break here. Shifted it to the flank. The less said about that pass, the better. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Perez. Now it's Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. Gabriel gets it away. Some good work on the right flank here. Eder Militao looking to hit the byline here. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Perez. Done delicately. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Neymar. Searching pass he's played there. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's being shifted off it. So it is still 0-0. Rafinha, chance here to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Corner then. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Rodri. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Shoots! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super ball! Pedri! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Aims beyond the defence. It's really well cleared. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Rafinha! It's off target and by quite a way.
Rafinha clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Fabian Ruiz. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. That'll be a throw-in. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Brazil are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Rodri. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nice looking ball. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shapes to shoot! Pedro Porro with the clearance. Now it's Savinho. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That pass isn't the best. And no, that was never going to make it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Spain have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substituição em andamento.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Spain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Savinho has it in a wide position. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Howson cuts it out. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And back to the keeper they go. Grimaldo. Spain are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pedro Porro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out towards the right wing. Rafinha. And that was very necessary. And he's managed to gift it back.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard.
Real chance! Looking for the run. Rafinha. That is lovely. Rafinha ploughing through the middle. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught napping. It's out for a goal kick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's made its way to him. Lovely. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Dani Olmo, takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Not the best distribution from the keeper. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Serginho is the guilty party there. And here's Yamal. It's not an especially good pass, that. Looking for a runner. Oh, that was vital. Morata. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he's worked it through. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Spain have been handed a game-changing chance. To further improve their position of comfort. And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me...
Ya, halo. Kita akan mulai lagi. Ya, halo. Kita akan mulai lagi. Ya, halo. Kita akan mulai lagi.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Now then, the ball's come loose. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Delivers the ball. Perez. Pedro Porro. De Kuyper calmly anticipates. Now it's Openda. And here's Perez. Pedri. Now it's Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz! It's off target and by quite a way.
Fabian Ruiz probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, what a mistake! Shapes to shoot! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Number 13,
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Out towards the flank. Luca Bacchio receives it in a wide position. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Belgium with this to equalise. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Perez. Oh, that's clever. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Meunier. Knocks it into space. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Vass. Tries to play it through. Perez looking to get on the end of this. Punched away. And he won't reach that. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Belgium looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Pass somewhat off target. And he cuts out the supply. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal! Mangala. Tielemans. Now it's Openda. Doku picks it up out wide. Fabian Ruiz gets a foot in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Perez. Perez.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shot at goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Perez! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Tielemans. And he's been shifted off it. Played out to the left flank. Well timed, excellent interception. A probing pass, and he's in on goal. Chance! Oh, it's come loose. Howson gets rid without sophistication.
2 added minutes
Fabian
has been
Ruiz.
indicated.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well played, well played. And he's heaved it away. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Doku is flagged offside. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the second half started.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Perez. Belgium needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, nicely intercepted. Danger averted for now. Now it's Yamal. That's a cute ball. And that could set him on his way. Shot could be... Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. They've scored!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
Spain go into the lead. It's a goal kick. Garcia. It's a really well-measured ball. It's played through for him. Not the most convincing. Oh, they could be caught out, and the shot! He's scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Teat kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Paris ended up in no man's land. Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, easy pickings there. Grimaldo. Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision. Look at the space here. And a chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're a great goalkeeper.
Shapes to shoot! Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Fernandes. Kane.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for the run. Robertson. And it's Kukçu. And they can counter here. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Fernandes. Not the most accurate pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Robertson. And it's Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And he's forced to go back. Van Dijk. And Caicedo. And it's Camavinga.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Decent chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's going up front in a hurry. Kukçu. He is always looking to break lines.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a sharp pass. That's going to go a long way. Roll promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Camavinga receives it in a good position here. Now it's Inzaghi. Aims beyond the defence. And he's picked out the run. Inzaghi! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on it.
It's got in, and it is an own goal!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Adams. Kukcu. Rijkaard. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. Stood up well to him there. Opts for safety. Howson. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Fernandez. Tries to play it through. Hangs in a cross. Robertson tries to clear. He's gone for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Kane. Hazard. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Searching pass he's played there. Played back into the centre. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Always onto this. And this is Raul. He's found a way through. He can get that clear. Raul. He's in space and looking for options. Matheus Cunha's cross. And he's there to clear it. And there is the half-time whistle.
Manchester United would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Signore e signori, facciamo gli auguri a un membro del nostro fan club che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's got away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Raul. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Robertson. And he's had a hit! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Kane. Well, that looks a decent ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Drilled in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Almost an hour gone. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Caicedo. Camavinga. And here's Inzaghi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Raul. Great vision. Matheus Cunha is having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to gift it back. Now it's Matheus Cunha, and he's on his way! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Kukchu with a real chance here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. He's trying the shot. Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. Venezia have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Camavinga. Caicedo. Matheus Cunha. Kane. Camavinga. And it's Fernandes. That's very neat. Well, they can break here. Can he get on the end of this? Inzaghi gets into a good position. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Venezia find a position of real strength now. Caicedo. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Inzaghi. Robertson. That has not gone well. Jimenez.
Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Matheus Cunha, shot a goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Venezia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Matheus Cunha, unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. Just about within shooting range. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Now it's Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Messi. Great work on the overlap. Up he goes! Oh, it rattles the bar! Now this could be a chance.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Dembele! Oh, how's that for a goal? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal take the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Dembele demonstrated great...
Chance! Just off target. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Looking to play him in. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Fernandes.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Camavinga.
That was lovely, that.
Camavinga. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
There's the shot! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's managed to gift it back. Mbappe short changes him with that pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a little off target. Now it's Messi. Camavinga.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Arsenal finding their passes. Fernandes. It's Camavinga. And that is expertly dealt with. De Paul. Now it's Dembele. Nicked it back promptly. Fernandez. Great ball, and he's in here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Dink through. And he's in on goal. Chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, they could break here. Oh, delightful ball. Cleared away. And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here.
Has been indicated.
Lovely bit of skill. And this is... It's Kane! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I'm not sure what happened.
There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Manchester United didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Fernandez. Alvarez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Spread out to the left. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's a goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Arsenal are having a ball here. The ball has bounced loose now. That's a sharp pass. Camavinga threads one in. Kane! Oh, denied at the last.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Looking for options for movement. Messi, now the cross. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Good ball over the top. Mbappe!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Vardiol. De Paul, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Decent chance! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Quality ball. Some resolute defending there. Messi. Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. And it's Kane. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Now it's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Messi. This looks promising.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Vardiol. De Paul.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
No, he's not getting past him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. He's having a shot! De Paul. And he's been shifted off it.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
He's having a go! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Camavinga.
Manchester United are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Messi. That has been knocked clear.
Well, yet another interception and a show of...
And he shoots!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele, he is onto this.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
That is good alertness.
It's a good foot in there.
And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.